Everybody's always harping on communication. Communication is what you need to have in marriage. That's the most important thing. But what they don't specify here is what do you need to communicate and how do you need to communicate it? Because that's actually more important than just communicating. People communicate all the time. I'm communicating when I'm arguing. I'm communicating when I'm not talking to you. So you need to know what is it that you need to communicate and how should you communicate it. And I'm going to teach it here in like 1 minute. The main thing that you need to communicate is expectations. Very clear expectations. This is what I think that I should be doing, and this is what I think that you should be doing. Am I right? Am I wrong? What needs to change here? And then have your partner do it. This is what I think I should be doing, and this is what I think you should be doing. Now, what about how you communicate? Is that how you word it? No, that's not how you word it. This is how you word it. Everything that you say needs to be non-blamefully, not an attack. These people going to marriage like, you didn't do this and you didn't do that and you're not doing this and you're not doing that. That doesn't work. People shut down. That's like the way to end communication. So if you're going to communicate your expectations, this is how you do it. First, start with some kind of praise. Point out everything good that they're doing and everything bad that they're not doing and express appreciation for it. And if you can't come up with a list, then you're probably stupid. I'm just joking. You can come up with, just think about it, okay? They're not attacking babies or something. I don't know, whatever. Use your brain, okay? There's things you can come up with that are either positive or things that they're not doing that are negative. Think of something. Now, number two, what you want to do is you want to be able to state how you feel, your expectations, in a non-blameful way, whatever the problem is, whatever you need to change. So you can say, I have some expectations and maybe I didn't do a very good job, really laying out what those expectations are. Maybe they're not reasonable expectations, but I'd like to talk about them and see what we can do about them, because I'm feeling like these expectations are not being met. And maybe that's just because I haven't communicated it well enough. See how what I just said was a little different than saying, you never do all the things that you are supposed to do because you. I'm pointing at them, you're saying, I have these expectations and I'm finding that they're not being met. So that's very different. I'm not pointing at them. I never actually said that they weren't doing something. I did indirectly, but it feels very different. So stating facts non-blamefully and taking some personal accountability for it too. Being like, maybe I'm not communicating well. Maybe maybe there's something I need to do better. And the last thing here is expressing feelings, but not as facts. So you can say, I have this emotional part of me, and this emotional part of me isn't necessarily logic, and I'm not choosing how I feel, but from the situation that's occurring, the way that I'm feeling, not thinking, but feeling, is I feel hurt. I feel neglected. I feel frustration inside of me. And I don't like it, and I don't know how to change it. That's different than saying, you make me so angry, and you're talking about how you feel. And they can't argue. They're like, no, you don't feel that way. Well, yes, I do, So try this approach. Your communication with your partner will increase drastically.